Um, pro wrestling is not professional football. Pro wrestling, I don't care if you work for the WWE. I don't care if you work for AEW. I don't care if you work for TNA, NWA, MLW, or the plethora of indies. If you got a job and it's putting food on your table and you're doing fantastic work, that's all that counts, right? Like, as a professional wrestler, the most important thing is to be able to be a professional wrestler, in my opinion, right? And when an AEW guy is hanging out with a WWE guy because maybe they grew up on the indies together, maybe they've been best friends since high school, maybe, whatever, the internet acts like somebody's some kind of traitor.
Yeah, you're
it's
gonna get
so
fired.
weird.
It's like crossing enemy lines, like a real war.
It's so weird to me because we're all in the same industry, right? We're all just trying to eat. We're all just trying to get a job. We're all just trying to pay our bills. And I don't care if you work for any of those companies. If you're my people, you're my people. And if you're good, you're good. It shouldn't matter. But you have people that grew up with WWE and they believe that WWE is the only product. I kind of compare it to Apple and iPhone people. Okay.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
All right. So me, I'm an Android person.
I'm a droid. And I'll be damned if I'm switching over.
And I'll never switch over. But here's the thing. Not only did I spend almost 20 years in the wrestling industry, but I spent almost 20 years in the mobile industry as well. And Apple is so good at marketing. Apple has the best marketing of almost any company on the planet. And there are people on this planet, I promise you, I've seen them, that don't believe a smartphone is a smartphone. They believe every smartphone is an iPhone, right? So it's kind of like if you get a cut right here on your arm, right? Mm-hmm. And you need to put something on it, stop the bleeding, what do you use?
A Band-Aid.
See, but it's not.
That's a brand, not an actual.
That Band-Aid is a brand. That's an adhesive bandage. But that's what Apple is to the smartphone game. Okay?
What WWE is to professional wrestling.
That's what WWE is to professional wrestling. Now, once you get one of those diehard Apple users and you tell them about this Android that has a better camera, a better battery life, faster processor, a higher resolution screen, they don't care. Because it's not an iPhone, right? It's not an iPhone. Pro wrestling's the same way. You can say, AEW because straight up, honest to goodness, TNA has the best wrestling product on television right now. That's not an exaggeration. That's not hyperbole. TNA as a whole has the best wrestling product on television. The problem is, they don't have the TV outlets that the other people do.
The distribution.
And that goes back to the Apple and iPhone, right? So I have a Galaxy S25 Ultra. In my opinion, that is the best phone on the market. Samsung doesn't have the marketing that Apple does. So no diehard Apple user is going to believe me when I tell them that my Android phone is better than their iPhone. They're just not going to do it. And that's what pro wrestling is, right? Like, I honestly believe that TNA has the best product right now, overall. That does not mean that AEW, WWE, NWA, or MLW, or whoever isn't producing good product. They're all producing good product. I just think overall, TNA has the best product right now.